We have news!
We have news. Just to give you backstory a little bit, our landlord decided to sell our apartment.
Well, she broke our contract to sell.
We tried to make the best out of a bad situation. We tried to comply with the timeline she gave us, even though
they kept changing it and making it sooner and sooner and just being quite difficult.
It started off with they would pass the contract to the new landlord, and then they would fulfill it, and then that was changed to
the end of November.
The end of November, and then that changed to
November 15th.
And then that changed to.
Well, I got a message yesterday that said November 7th, but I kind of was like, no, this is not acceptable because
Nope.
That was the end of the line because why they just kept making it earlier and earlier. And then they said, oh, we said it wrong. It's December 7th. So
they allegedly extended the time.
I don't think they really said it wrong, but they were like, oh, okay, we pushed it too far. So now we have until December 7th.
We saw some apartments, two apartments yesterday.
Well, I've been combing the online apartment rental thing every day, looking and looking and looking. And sometimes I would find one that seemed okay, but I would send it to our realtor, but he would respond quite slowly. And then maybe if he did call, it would already be taken. So it just seemed like we couldn't find anything. And then we found one.
We live near fire
department.
Or EMT
area. So he showed me one last week that's just 2 blocks away from where we live now. It is very beautiful. There's a couple of things that we didn't like about it, and a lot of things we really did like about it.
It's an inside apartment.
Yeah, that's the main issue.
It made us feel a bit claustrophobic.
Because when you looked outside, you couldn't see outside. You saw the other building. Yeah, so that was pretty much the biggest bummer. If it had an outside apartment, we probably would have taken it.
We would have taken it in a heartbeat. It was an absolute wonderful apartment.
And brand new. We would have been the very first people to live there.
And the landlord seemed to be really nice. Really nice.
So then we found this other one on the website. And
a friend of mine, actually my boss, she was very understanding of the situation and she wanted to help out. And I just want to say thank you. Finding a place that you consider home is something that's you can't put a price on.
She called yesterday, made an appointment for today, and I thought that it would probably again be taken before because our appointment was for 4 o'clock, and I was like, that's a long time in Taiwan. That's a long time from last night to 4 o'clock, where somebody would take it before we could even look at it because the price was good. And
the location's nice.
Yeah, so we looked at it today, and it has positives, it has negatives. We can't find anything that's perfectly what we want.
Right.
But after weighing it against the one that's on the inside, we decided to
take it.
So we're going to be moving to a different apartment.
Now this one has more of a community feel.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot more amenities to this one than we've ever experienced before. And the rent's actually going to be cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper or the same price as here. We haven't worked it out yet. Some really positives about it is that the kitchen is beautiful.
It's an open concept kind of kitchen, which allows for cooking at home to be a lot easier than what it is now. We have a galley kitchen now.
Yeah, it's been confusion for pretty much all people who moved to Taiwan because Taiwan is such a culture that's based on food, but Taiwanese apartments and houses have either no kitchen or very, very small kitchens that are almost not functional because they're just so small. So where we live now, for Taiwan, it's actually quite large.
Right.
But it's just a hallway, and for us, it's quite small.
We knew a friend of ours who currently moved back to the States. At the time, he had to use hot plates to have a kitchen for where he was staying.
Yeah.
So yeah, a kitchen is definitely a luxury item here.
Yeah, and with that being said, this building that we're going to be moving into has the nicest kitchen that we've physically ever seen.
I'm super excited.
Because also Taiwanese homes have kind of like a college dorm size refrigerator where you're just like, how can you like have a family and use that? But people do. But this one has a really nice refrigerator, and it has two sides, like a regular where the sink and the burners are, and then the other side has an area that has some spots where you can put the toaster oven and a coffee maker and a rice cooker, all of that, so it'll be like in the kitchen. Because now we have like a really weird setup where our rice cooker is in our spare bedroom and our toaster oven is on top of our refrigerator, and I have to stand on my toes, and then you're like carrying hot stuff, and it's
quite an unusual setup. But
yeah, because the kitchen just has no space, so this one has it all, so we don't have to worry about that.
This one will consolidate everything.
The view of where we're going to be at, it has positives and negatives.
Yes.
There's kind of right in front of us like a warehouse or something, which is okay because
it's like a storage area.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
a storage unit. So it's not that beautiful, but
in the distance,
not really that far in the distance, is the mountain. So you're kind of like, that's a little sketchy, but there is so beautiful.
And what's great about the storage area is actually it prevents any traffic noise.
Yeah, there's no road there, so
there's no road
you're not
there.
going to hear like here we heard the sirens go by or whatever. We're not going to have that.
It's a community, so that means like there's a daycare area, there's a children's play area, there's.
Yeah, we feel like we could kind of get more of a Taiwan experience,
right?
Because we're living here, and maybe if we live in a building that doesn't have a community, we don't see people, we don't interact with people. But here, when you walk through it, there's just kids playing and like grandmas sitting and talking, and it just kind of has that like unique feel that feels special to Taiwan.
We're gonna have you join us
along for the
see
ride.
The struggle.
Last time we moved,
struggle's real.
We moved like 90% of our stuff on our scooter.
On the scooter,
and
yes.
we moved really far away. So this is just 10 minutes, quick. But we moved like 45 minutes away last time. So we would load up these big like Costco bags and then just make so many trips on a scooter.
Yeah, more often.
We do have 2 dogs, so when you're trying to rent and you have 2 dogs, your options are limited. So we're grateful for what availability we had.
Yeah.
So Heigou's gonna have his first move.
He's gotta find a nice home for this guy.
Yeah, it's important.
So
all right, well, come along on the journey, and
we just want to say thanks. Hit that like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And if this compels you to share it with somebody else, we would absolutely enjoy that. It's free. It's an easy way to help us out and help grow the channel. So we appreciate every one of you. We all hope that you're safe and take care. See you in the next one.